Hey Browns fans, Nathan Zagura here with a game preview edition of the 2-Minute Drill brought to you by University Hospitals. The 5-3 Browns, coming off of a big 27-0 win over Arizona, travel to Baltimore in a monster AFC North game. The Ravens currently 7-2 atop the division. The Browns lost to them earlier back in Week 4, 28-3, when Dorian Thompson-Robinson made his first start. So this is a chance to even the season series at 1-1 and to really get closer to the top of this division. A massive game with massive stake. For the Browns, we know they will be without Jed Wills. He was placed on IR, and they will be without DeJuan Jones. Add in the fact that Jack Conklin is out. The Browns are down to their 4th and 5th tackles in this game. James Hudson will start, and it looks like it could be Garen Christian, who just joined the Browns recently. He's a guy who started over 16 games in his career, been in over 40, a former third-round pick of the Washington Commanders. He could be the left tackle. Now, that's tough. The Ravens, #1 in sacks in the NFL. They have 13 players who have a sack this season. That's the most in the league as well. So this is going to be a very tall task for the Browns offensive line to handle the twists and stunts of the Ravens, which require a lot of tackle-guard communication. Now, the Ravens, they're the #1 scoring defense, the #2 overall defense. The Browns, the #1 defense. The #1 defense has played the #2 defense 12 times since the 1970 merger in Week 10 or later. The #1 defense, 11-1 in those games. But the Browns will have their hands full with Lamar Jackson playing at an MVP level once again, leading the NFL over 71% completions this year. He also leads all quarterbacks in rushing yards per game. They've got Mark Andrews with 6 touchdowns. They've got Zay Flowers, who leads the team in receptions, Odell Beckham Jr. as well. And their running back, Gus Edwards, well, he has 6 rushing touchdowns in the last 3 weeks. So they are a complete team. Offense, defense, and special teams, of course, with the great Justin Tucker. Browns need to be clean. 14-2 under Kevin Stefanski when they don't turn it over, which they did last week. They need to do that again in Baltimore. Everybody, all hands on deck. 11 guys on offense, 11 on defense, all doing their job. And the Browns have a chance to go into Baltimore and beat the Ravens. We'll have full coverage for you of this game, 10:30 a.m. on News 5 with Browns Countdown. And then at 1 o'clock, all along the University Hospitals Cleveland Browns Radio Network, Tom McCarthy in for Jim Donovan at play-by-play, myself and Gerard Cherry down on the sideline. Browns and Ravens, it's a big one. This has been the game preview edition of the 2-Minute Drill brought to you by University Hospitals.